So hello guys, I am Shauradip Biswas. So today I am going to show you the antique table fan that I have with me. So this is the India Tara. So the brand is India and the model is Tara. So this is a DC power table fan. So this fan is actually having a DC series motor, and as you know, DC series motor are generally used in railways as the traction motor, or some older locomotive compressor motor are also DC series motor. So as you know, DC series motor have a very high starting torque, and some manufacturers or the electrical engineering books claim that it shouldn't be run without a load because it's having a dangerously high speed. And yes, this is a DC motor, so no frequency, no equations of AC motor should be applied on this because this is completely a DC two polarity motor. So let me show you the fan. So guys, as you are watching, this is the fan. So let me just show you all the sides. So as you are watching, so this is a double ball bearing fan. Yes, this is a double ball bearing fan. As you can see, there is a face, this motor end for bearing, and the front side, as you can see, it's also having a bearing housing, and the rear side is also having a bearing housing. And as you can see, in this particular location, there is a carbon brush cap, the cap which is used to lock the carbon brush in place. So, and as you are watching, the blades are of brass, and the neck part, this particular neck part is also brass. The rest of the body is made up of cast iron. So now this is the back side of the fan. So as you can see, there is the label, and this is the back side. Now you will claim the blades look quite different. In case of the Cine fan, the blade look like this to the front side, but in this case it is the mirror image of the Cine. But whatever might be, this is a 1950s fan. So as you are watching, these are the neck tightening, these nuts made up of brass. Now let me show you again the front side. So one thing to note, the guards or the frame that is covering up the blades are unoriginal. That is, the guards here, these guards that are covering up the blades, these are unoriginal. The previous original guard was similar to that of the guards you generally watch in the vintage fans video about regarding a restoration videos. As you know, there are 8 or 6 spokes. This fan had a 3 spoke. So let me show you. This fan have a 3 spoke mechanism. So as you are watching here, so let me zoom it for you. So here as you can see, here is one in the bottom, at the bottom side there is one which is not visible now, but I will show you later. So, and in the another side there is another one. So this is a 3 spoke configuration, the back grill. So whatever might be, this is the fan. Now let's start the fan and let me show you. So one thing, this is a DC fan. So this is the power outlet that I am using. So as you know, it's a 3-pin power outlet. So you will ask me how to convert AC into DC. So obviously there is a full bridge rectifier, and it is placed in this pedestal part. So now let me show you the fan from more close. So this is the fan. So let me show you what's inside. So as you are watching here is the commutator. As you know, the inside is quite dirty, but one thing, this is an armature type motor, obviously. So as you can watch here, from when I rotate the blades, so let me show you. As you can see, all the windings are visible, and this is the another side. So let me show you the brushes. So where is it? Let me just focus it up. So it's barely visible inside, but as you can see, I hope so, it's barely visible because it's pretty hard to view. Here is the brush, it's contacting with the commutator. So, and what I was asking before, this is one spoke, this is another spoke, and in the bottom side here it's the third one. So this is the fan and here is the regulator. As you can see, it's a common sliding switch. This is the high, this is the medium, and this is the low. So it's a normal common trigger type switch. So let's start the fan and see what's the performance. So let me just turn it on. Now the fan is powered. Let's put it to high. So as you can watch, it's having a very high torque. Now it's in medium. Now it's in low. So as you can see, this is the fan. So the blades are pretty heavy compared to a conventional fan. So let me show you the conventional fan. So this is a conventional fan. This is an AC motor, induction motor fan. These blades are pretty light. This is also a high speed motor, but this is having a pretty heavy blade and it's having a RPM around 2000 to 2100. Still it's a DC motor. So let me show you the level. So let's turn the fan. The fan is pretty heavy. It's heavier than that of Cine. As you know, Cine is an Indian brand, makes similar kind of fans. So this is the level. So as you are watching, this is IEW and model is Tara, and this is serial number. This is type DC and volts 220. There is no mention of watts. So it is written Calcutta, the India Electric Works Limited, Calcutta. So this is the level. It's made up of brass and this neck part is also brass. So this is the fan. So now let's show you a direct comparison between this fan versus an AC induction motor fan. So I will also swap the blades and will show you whose torque is what. Means this is a DC motor. The blades are really heavy, but this motor feels no headache by speeding up this blade within such a short period of time. But in case of AC motors, this particular blade will take more time to speed up. So let me show you the proof. Who wins? Do the AC induction motor wins or the DC motor? Or now one thing to be noted that this DC motor, when I last time calculated this, the wattage is something around 65 to 70 watts. But in case of this AC motors, this is a high speed fan similar to that of this DC motor. So the similar RPM. So this fan consumes around 100 watts. So 100 watts in AC versus a 70 watt in DC. Now you will claim obviously 100 watt will have a more torque, more power, but I will show you which fan have more starting torque. So let's begin. So as you are watching, I have disabled this regulator and this particular switch that is here, just to give you a brief comparison between this DC and AC. So because this is an electronic regulator and some of electronic regulator are there which is still slow in full speed, whatever might be. To be clean and clear, I just deactivated these things and put the fan in direct. So let me show you what's the speed. So it will act only in single speed. So let me show you. So this is the AC motor. Now if you guys claim what's the back here, what is doing what, so as you can see, I have just disabled the wires that's coming from this particular base. As you can see here, I have just disabled all the connections and I just pulled out a power cable from the motor directly to the power outlet, so that this motor will run in very full speed. So, and this is obviously I will not prefer this kind of things with this, because this is a, I don't want to ruin any heritage or vintage things, whatever might be. I can also run this like this by using an external rectifier in this here wire, but because these kind of regulators are far prominent than this kind of electronic regulators, so whatever might be. Let's swap the blades and see the performance, since both the diameter of the shaft is almost same. So guys, let me show you the first speed test, means the acceleration test between the fans. So I will turn on both the fans on the same time and we will see which fan attains full speed in shorter time. I have a clear idea that since this is having a very thin blade, means very thin, and blade is like a tin can, so this will take immediately full speed, and this is a very heavy blade, this DC India one, that's why this will just take time to accelerate. And this AC motor is a local brand fan, it's not any kind of branded stuff, it's just a regional brand, and this is a British brand, means obviously made in India but the British era fan. So a modern fan versus a British era fan. So let's do the comparison. So let's start the fan. Disclaimer, the video will be very noisy due to the air cutting noise. Let's stop the fans. So when you stop that fan, it sounds like a aeroplane landing down. So now let's exchange the blades. So I have removed the blades. So theoretically you cannot run a DC series motor without a load. So let's try it. Oh, nice. This stopped. What a sound. Let's stop it. This is the AC motor now. Not at all making sound, but the DC motors make sound. So let's interchange the blades and let's see the performance. Now the blades are interchanged, and the light blade is with a DC series motor and the heavy blade is with the AC induction motor. And this is a split phase motor, that's why it's having a 2.5 microfarad capacitor in it. So let's start it. So it took speed, full speed. It's still taking speed. So again the DC series motor won, and this is still taking speed. So as you are watching, as you saw, the inertia of this brass blade is quite high. The almost the torque of the motors is almost same, but the DC series motor in this aspect is consuming the almost 40 watts less compared to the AC induction motor. So the AC induction motor consumes 100 or 110 watts, and the DC motor consumes only 70 watts. So there is a 40 watt difference. So obviously the older motors are far efficient than that of the newer motors. So there is a myth that older motors consume high electricity, but that is a myth because the electricians out there, they doesn't want to repair those fans, and they want to just do the job less and take money more. That's why they forced customers to discard this kind of gems and force this kind of AC motors, so that the AC motors have less maintenance. So when they will repair the fan, they have to work less and they will grab more money compared to the DC motor, which you have to do a real work. If the electrician know how to wind a DC motor, and nowadays 99% of the electricians or the wiring guys don't know how to wind a DC motor. So whatever might be, this is the main myth that they created. but as you watch just now, the heavy blade, this brass heavy blade takes almost the same time. But one thing, if I have a copy of this brass blade, then I may place it there and you will just see the initial pickup with this DC motor with this brass blade takes less time compared to that of on AC motor with this but same brass blade. So let me show you an individual video regarding the timings. Just observe. So let's start the AC motor with a heavy blade. As you watched the timing, the sound is really good. Means if you love there are some guys who loves these musical air noises from the fans. So like the 12-inch double wall bearing exhaust fan, like the old Transiers, that humming sound, that kind of air cutting aeroplane alike sound is also achieved from this heavy blade. So I hope you watch the timing when it to full speed. Now let me show you the DC motor. Just watch the timing. Only 2 to 3 seconds and it took full speed with that light blade. So these are the blades. This is a thin blade as you can see, and this is so heavy blade as you can see. It's really heavy. Here is a balancing weight. It's really heavy blade, and this is a pretty lightweight. This is pretty heavy. So whatever might be. Now let's see what's the timing for the DC motor to accelerate it in its original blade. And yes, it's done. It's full speed now. So this is the proof that DC series motors are more powerful compared to the AC induction motors. Also the DC shunt motors are still powerful compared to the AC induction motors. The fact that the DC motors are obsolete is that due to the maintenance factor, because as you know DC motors have carbon brushes, sliding contacts, whatever might be, that the AC motor don't have. Now let's start the AC motor. Still I feel 1 second more compared to the DC motor with this lightweight blade. So whatever might be, I hope you understood what I am going to say in this, means what I am just letting you know between the motors. I hope you understand the fact. So don't underestimate or don't just throw away this kind of gems or this old generation DC motors, because I hope if you throw away this kind of fans, then it's your loss, and the person who purchase it for usage, he is a gainer. You have to just work slightly harder just to find the carbon brushes or a good rewinding guy. But after then, this kind of DC motors will last around 50 years or so if it's done with a very good quality product, spare parts and carbon brushes, compared to the AC motor which only lasts for 5 years. 5 years longevity versus 50 years longevity. Low maintenance versus high maintenance. This is the only difference. So nowadays this kind of DC motor gems are not available. That's why you have to go for this AC motor. No option is there. There is also another option, that is the BLDC, but I feel that's a different technology, and that motor have some permanent magnets in it, and gradually after time those permanent magnets will deteriorate, and you have to either replace the entire motor or you have to replace the magnets, which is pretty high and costly because those are neodymium magnets. So let's have a drag race. So the DC motor is not losing, it's having a pretty good drag race with the AC motor. So obviously, as you know, so this is my India Tara, and this is a local brand induction motor table fan, high speed. So this was the main part of the video which I showed to you. So whatever might be, so let's just put the grills in front and finish up the video. So as you can see, the installation is completed. So I hope you understand the video, and this is my India. So guys, as you can see, this is the fan. So guys, you may guessing that how am I rotating the fan like this. So let me show you the operation. I hope you guys are astonished now. Like this. It's a very DIY process. Actually, this is a junk exhaust fan. It's a local brand, some Skylark or something like that, junk garbage exhaust fan, which is means it is totally seized up and very bad. Windings are burnt, so the shaft is little bit long. So what I did, I just this is the blade. So I just shoved the blade in the end of the shaft and tightened the hub, so that the hub is acting as a physical stand for the full fan, and the shaft is longer than that of the fan's this frame. That's why it's a little bit, there is a gap, as you can understand. This is nothing. So it's, I feel it's a creative, what I will say, whatever might be. So I hope guys you like my video. So if you like it, then press the like button. If you have any comments, then please comment it down, and don't forget to share my video and subscribe to my channel. So I will try to showcase you my other DC ceiling fans which I have, and it will be more interesting for you because I have something interesting DC ceiling fans with me. One is under repair and two is still running fine, so after repairing obviously. So whatever might be, so this is my fan. Let's start it and end up the video. So thank you guys for watching.